YouTube, petey twofinger here. It's a video called Rock and Roll Night, talking about open microphone situations, open mic night. So let's get right into it. See what I did there? This drummer calls me up. I go to this open mic. It's an established thing. It's been there for many years. And I signed in, and everybody that's going up is awful. Just awful. And I really don't want to go. So here all of a sudden it's the end of the night, and they're like, "Do you want to play tonight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I go up there, and it's like a bunch of guys like me who are the stragglers who don't really. They're guys who can play. You can tell just by looking at them, they know what they're doing. And they're older guys, and so they're tuning. So they're, "What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" So I said, "Look, I got this original. It's a basic rock instrumental. It's real catchy and it's simple. It's in." They're going, "Yeah, okay." So it starts in B, it goes to G sharp. Just then, the guy who's running it was looking at his book or something. He goes, "Wait, what is this original?" It's the original, and he launches into Hey Joe. And I'm like, I can't believe this. Is he playing Hendrix? So I quickly, on the second time around, I'm like, they're in C. I know that's a C. So I hit a C, and I hit a G. And I'm like, it's got to be D, A, E. And I'm like, oh my God, I got it. Hit the pull off on the G. Let's redo that. So I hit the C, I nail it. The G is next, D, right? And then A, it's got to be an E. Yeah, I got it. Pull off on the G up to an octave E. And I'm like so proud of myself because I've never played Hendrix. The closest I ever got to Hendrix when I first started playing guitar, I noticed this. And that was it for my Jimi Hendrix impersonating career. So here I am on the second time around of the song. I actually figure out Hey Joe, and I'm so unbelievably proud of myself. So I'm playing. I've got my Fernandez guitar, which has a sustainer, octave mode, and then it's got a Floyd Rose, so it'll stay in tune. So we're playing Hey Joe, and he looks over and he gives me this, fuck you look. Plays the first solo. We're coming out of the song. He looks over at me like, "You're taking a solo." I've never played this song in my life, and he's played it every gig he's done since he was a teenager, and the guy's like 60. So I'm like, no, I'm not playing Jimi Hendrix solo in front of a bar full of people, because it was packed. Anyway, he plays a second. He's like, "You chump, you suck." So he plays this solo, and we get done, and it's 2, 3, 4, and all of a sudden he's playing an original that has all these weird chord changes in it. So the original starts fading out. He brings it down, and I start doing this dive bomb thing, and then doing a record like a DJ scratch with the bridge pickup, and that like morphs the song into something else, and then I take this weird angular solo which turns into something else. We end up playing this like 17-minute Space Jam that we went over. The bar didn't close on time, and when we finished, we got a standing ovation. And that club was so used to rockin' Party Every Day, Kiss, Rock and Roll All Night, Allman Brothers, Can't You See, AC/DC, You Shook Me All Night Long, Hey Joe, just the standard bar covers. That's all that these people have heard for 10 years. They heard something different, and they couldn't believe it, and it blew their minds, and they stood up and blew the roof off the place. Now, was that because of me? Well, when I finally was able to interject my musical personality, that's what triggered that whole other things. And the drummer was the guy I had worked with. No, he knows me, and he helped by grooving with me. So yeah, it was because of me. And I wasn't like, that shouldn't have happened, because I talked to another guy who I met randomly, who we ended up having the same taste in music, which is weird stuff like Adrian Belew, Robert Fripp, and like prog rock. He was a prog rock guy, and he was a keyboard player that had a guitar synthesizer. And this is my type of guy. And I, through talking with him, came up that he had been to the same club. And I told him what happened. I said, look, I'm laying out the chords for this original. And he cuts me off and says, original? We're not doing originals here. And launches into Hey Joe. Then he launches into an original but doesn't tell us the chord sequence. And this guy said the same thing happened. So what you're going to run into at open mics is these people with insecurity complexes that they're not top tier musicians, but they can play bar versions of faking it. Okay? And these are the people that they see that spark of originality in other people, and they are going to do everything they can to keep that down, to make sure that the audience sees that they are better than everybody else. Because this is the type of people, and I don't have that. I'm playing with two fingers. I know I'm not going to be the guy who's going to shine taking the star solo of whittly whittly wee. That's not me. And like if you watch me perform, I'm not doing knee slides. I'm not, my guitar faces are authentic and they look terrible. So you kind of know that I'm doing this just because I love it. I'm not doing it to showboat and stroke my ego. But there are guys who are like that, and you just got to watch it in an open mic situation, because that's what I ran into. And I just couldn't believe it. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you tune in for the next part, because we're going to continue talking about open mics in part 3. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.